Football Manager is known for its immersion and realism, but just how realistic is it? Today we're going to be finding out by simulating through the 2021/22 season on FM22 to find out what Football Manager predicts is going to happen this year. We'll be covering the Premier League, the Bundesliga, the Ligue 1, the Serie A, what's the other league? The La Liga, as well as many others, including the Champions League. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, make sure that you do smash the like button, as well as subscribing to the Wrexham FM YouTube channel so you don't miss more daily Football Manager content like this, and a Liverpool beta save that's going on right now, so go click the iCard up above if you want to check that out. If that save is done, there'll be a brand new one on the series straight away. But without any further ado, let's take a look at the season previews, and we're going to begin with the Premier League, of course. And I don't think there's too many surprises with who they've got on top spot. Manchester City, although I don't know if I would have predicted Liverpool to be in second spot, but nonetheless they are in there. We've got the big six up in the top six spots. Whether or not that's going to happen in real life or not is a whole nother story, and the three promoted teams all in the relegation zone. So interesting to see that Football Manager doesn't back those sides like Watford, Norwich and Brentford to avoid the drop. Moving on to the La Liga, they absolutely think that Real Madrid is winning this with even odds. That is a seriously bold claim, Football Manager. Atletico Madrid and Barcelona just below them, with a couple of other teams sprinkled in there that could definitely push for the title, but I think this is a pretty realistic prediction by FM. Next up, we've got the Serie A, or the Serie A, no matter what you call it. It's the same competition, and Juventus are going to be the winners this year. I mean, I don't think they won it last year. I want to say they didn't. They very well could have, but I think they didn't win it. I have no idea who won it. I'm checking. Did they win it last year? This is the kind of stuff I should know. No, they came fourth. I knew they didn't win it last year. But Football Manager thinks they're going to go back straight away, come away with the win. I'm sure a couple of other teams will want to stop that from happening. We'll have to find out. The Bundesliga. Bayern Munich, of course, they're up the top, but there's going to be players like Haaland, like Guerrero, like Hummels that are going to be pushing for a title this year. Borussia Dortmund, of course, just behind them. But the teams getting relegated this year are these three. And you know what, I'm not even going to try and pronounce their names, sorry. Now we're going over to the fifth best league in the world. Sorry, French fans. It is the Portuguese Liga, and they think Porto are going to win it this year, with Benfica and Sporting just behind them. I'm sure it will be a very good fight to the final whistle. But even though they're not technically one of the top 5 leagues anymore, of course we're going to be covering the Ligue 1. Paris Saint-Germain. Any surprises there? Right up the top. I am surprised that Messi is not considered one of their key players. It's unheard of before, but I think that they're downplaying Lille a wee bit too much. They won the league last year. I think they could really be pushing for silverware this year once again. We'll have to find out what happens. We're going to simulate forward until Christmas and check out the big 6 leagues again. Then we will simulate all the way to the end of the season and be going through a couple more leagues than just the big 6. Sorry, but before we do that, of course, one of everyone's favourite parts of Football Manager, transfers, and in terms of the big ones, it's Newcastle making one. Oscar has gone for £51 million. I saw this happen in a Clates video, so it's interesting to see that that's a bit of a recurring transfer going on. We've also got Renato Sanchez going to Manchester City, as well as Ferland Mendy. Good to see his brother linking up with his other brother, although I think his other brother is going to prison, so maybe not linking up so much. Fabian going to Real Madrid for a decent fee in there. Martial leaving to go to Chelsea. That's one I've already seen. Newcastle bringing in a couple more players. Lodi, Trippier and Saul. Interesting to see how they'll do in this season, as well as a couple minor fees here and there. Some good players, don't get me wrong, but nothing too extravagant. I'm sure the fees will go up as we go on. But for now, let's take a look at how the teams are doing. In the Premier League, Manchester United fans, you're going to be happy. It will be a good Christmas for you, boys and girls, because you're currently sitting pretty top of the Premier League, with Liverpool and Manchester City just behind you. But I'd say every other team is kind of already out of the running, unfortunately. But you've still got Tottenham, Chelsea, Burnley and Arsenal pushing for some serious European qualification, with Watford, Brentford and Crystal Palace down in the relegation zone. So right now it does look like that prediction they made about the relegated teams being more or less correct. Mohamed Salah is your top goal scorer at the moment. De Bruyne, your top assister. Most man of the matches to Jadon Sancho, who has not been that insane in real life, but clearly doing quite well in this save. It'll be interesting to see if Man U stay on top of the table or whether they'll be knocked off. Could be a big impact in the January transfer window if someone makes some quality deals. In the La Liga, Football Manager is correct right now. Real Madrid are up the top, but I think the most surprising thing is that Barcelona is down in 7th place with 30 points. Now that is disappointing. Memphis Depay getting 10 goals, and they've got the 2 top assisters, so I don't really know where it's all going wrong. I guess they're just hiccuping on basic teams, basic losses, basic drop points. But going back to that Real Madrid, they're only a point above Atletico Madrid, so you never know what's going to happen in that situation. Could definitely see an overtake at some point. Even Barcelona aren't too far away, but there's a couple other teams right on their tail. Could be an interesting end to the year. Next, over in Italy, we've got Juventus up top, of course, but Inter are right there with them in 2nd place on the same goal difference. Are they the team that won last year? My knowledge of the Serie A, they did manage to win it, but my knowledge of the Serie A is absolutely horrendous, isn't it, boys and girls? Milan, Napoli, Lazio, Roma, Atalanta, all competing for those European spots, but I'd say the only other teams really competing for the top spot is Roma and Atalanta. Well, it's good to see them fighting it out and giving Juventus a bit of run for their money. Unfortunately, again, we're not seeing too many subscribers. So, by the way, surprises in the Bundesliga, as Bayern Munich are right up the top, 8 points clear of all the teams below them. So, a bit disappointing to see that. However, they could still come back throughout the season, but Cologne will be happy to be up with 31 points in 3rd place at this point in the season. If they can keep that up, that would be incredible. But Stuttgart right down the bottom, I don't think I would have expected it. I don't remember what the season preview said, but I think they'd be slightly better than that. In the Portuguese Premier League, they are actually considered 6th in Football Manager, but I saw a report or something that said that they're 5th now. But anyway, Porto is up the top, but it is certainly a tight competition, as Benfica have 2 games in hand on them, so they could definitely go above them very easily. Sporting have a game in hand on them, so they could go within 2 points as well. This one is going to go right down to the wire. And you know what, it's one that we should definitely be keeping an eye on. And last, but certainly not least, we see PSG. And I was correct, Lille have been downplayed here. They are currently in 2nd place, only 2 points behind them. Boys and girls, there could be another upset happening. But we're not seeing too many surprises with our best average player rating. It is Lionel Messi, coming away with a 7.41 rating at the moment. If it will load, we can actually see what his stats are and what his... Yep, there we go. He scored 8 goals and got 1 assist in 16 appearances. That's nowhere near as good as I thought it was going to be, but still, clearly doing something right for his team. Dolberg and Delort up top for goal scorers. That's why Nice is so up high this year as well. And there is a serious competition going on here. You know, PSG, they've got Neymar, Messi, Marquinhos, even Mbappe in there, and they're not dominating. I would love to see what's going to happen at the end of the season, but for now, we're going to go simulate to the very end of the year. Check out the transfers, check out who have won all the competitions. Oh, no, we're not, because I've nearly forgotten one of the most important competitions. Of course, the Europa League, boys and girls. Oh yeah, it's called the Euro Cup or something like that in Football Manager. Don't worry, I'm gonna go over the Champions League too, but you know, I gotta keep you in the video at some point somehow. First knockout stage is happening, and we'll just go through the group stages so that we don't spoil who's been knocked out of the Champions League. We've got Lyon and Rangers going through, Lazio and Fenerbahce, Leicester and Real Sociedad. That's unlucky for Bayern Leverkusen. Then we've got Monaco and that team, Napoli, Marseille, Real Betis, and Eintracht Frankfurt. Then Spartak Moscow and Ghent. West Ham, very happy to be going through on top spot with PSV, and not too many upsets going on in that competition. Now, I will take you to the European Champions League. Of course, that's what you want to be seeing. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot to cover that. Manchester United and Bayern going through, Atalanta. That's a very tough group there. Then we've got Barcelona and Man City going through, PSG and Inter, Chelsea and Dynamo Kiev, and once again, for the second year in a row, RB Leipzig has done pretty poorly in the Champions League. I mean, Football Manager just don't rate them. I'm surprised Dynamo Kiev have managed to get through there. Real Madrid and Ajax have gone through here. Lille, very disappointed not to get through at any shape or form. I think they're just completely out of European football now. Well, now they can focus on the league at hand. Liverpool and Milan knock out Atletico Madrid. Sporting and Borussia Dortmund end up being the top 2 in their group, and Juventus and Porto go through. So I wouldn't say there's too many huge upsets, but there's just a couple of teams that you would think would have the quality to go through, like Atletico Madrid, like RB Leipzig, even Sevilla, or maybe even Benfica, that you'd think would be able to go through, but just got unlucky with their groups. And that's what's happening in the world of the Champions League right now. But now I will simulate forward, and we will find out what transfers have happened, who have won the competitions, and we will actually be deep diving a wee bit further into the world of football. You know, looking at the championship. For some reason, that took me ages to come up with. The championship, the FA Cup, you know, the A-League in Australia, the Chinese Super League, you know, just, you know, a bunch of leagues. Once again, not completely ridiculous transfer fees, but once again, it is Newcastle right up the top, signing Mateus Nunes, a youngster for the future. I don't mind that signing at all. Manchester United also buying a player from Sporting, a central defensive midfielder who looks like he's going to be a decent player for the future. Then we've got Bayern Munich splashing some cash on a man I've never heard of in my entire life, but hopefully he's not a massive overpay. Again, Gabriel Barbosa, a bit of a FM legend, going to Manchester City. Hopefully he's done well for them. Ziyech going over to Milan in Serie A, and then nothing too insane happening after that. I mean, some cool transfers here and there, but no huge fees. And just before I go over the leagues, I've just realised I can take a look at who has won the Player of the Year. It's Mohamed Salah. And you know what? That's a man that could potentially be getting it in real life. Mohamed Salah, Lewandowski. I mean, I wouldn't bank on Romelu Lukaku getting it, but, you know, everyone else in there, I'd say, would be in serious competition. World Golden Ball has gone to the exact same order of players. World Player of the Year has gone to the exact same order of players. We'll then go to the Goalkeeper of the Year. It's gone to Oblak, Ederson and Szczesny just behind them once again. No, we've got Szczesny winning the Golden Glove with Oblak and Ederson just behind him. And we've got the next gen coming up. Pedri, Nuno Mendes and Fati, a very good selection. Looks like a bright future for Barcelona. Goal 50 goes to Robert Lewandowski with De Bruyne and Messi behind him. And then under 21. No, sorry. Golden Ball. It is Mohamed Salah. I've already checked that, haven't I? My bad, boys and girls. World under 21 Football of the Year goes to Pedri. And the Team of the Year includes Lukaku, Hazard, Saul. Okay, yep, no, we'll go with it. Salah, Pedri, great to see him in it at such a young age. De Bruyne, Skriniar, Kimmich, Laporte, Theo Hernandez, Oblak. A couple of surprises there. And on the bench, you've got your Szczesny, you've got Diaz, Hakimi, Cuadrado, not one I would expect, Kante, Koke, and Robert Lewandowski. So a very interesting mix of players in there. A very good squad. But now let's see how all these players have done in their professional leagues. Have they won titles or have they fallen short? Let's start. Sorry, boys and girls, I'm reversing it this time. We're starting with the Ligue 1, and there is no surprise. It's PSG. I really did think that Lille might be able to catch them, but no, they had too much quality. Mbappe got the top goal scorer in the end, with Messi getting the most average rating. Still didn't have, anything in the top stats. I would love to see what his actual stats were at the end of the year. Again, can we load this a wee bit quicker? 13 goals and 9 assists. It's not bad, but it's not incredible for Messi. But he's still won a title. He's probably done pretty well in the league, and he's done a decent job in terms of award winners. Let's just take a look at the Player of the Year for each thing, because oh my goodness, there's a lot of players in there. Let's go best player. It is Mbappe for them. Good to see him winning it after getting the win and the golden boot. Then we're seeing a couple of familiar faces in European competitions, and these three teams unfortunately being relegated. In the Portuguese Premier League, it's not Porto, it's Benfica completely turning it around and getting 92 points to end up winning the league by quite some distance. Sporting behind Porto in there, getting European football as well, and their Player of the Year is not a thing apparently. That's all right. We'll go with it. Ruiz winning the Golden Boot. So good to see a youngster getting that. I believe he used to play for Barcelona. Am I correct in saying that? I think I'm pretty certain I'm correct in saying that. And a couple of other pretty tasty stats from these players. The Bundesliga is up next, and I'm kind of disappointed that we're not seeing any massive upsets, because Bayern have won it, by a very hefty margin. Wolfsburg, great to see them back up in the competition, and Stuttgart managed to get themselves out of the relegation zone. A great comeback from them, and I imagine Lewandowski's coming away with the top goal scorer award with that amount of assists and goals. Yeah, he is the player of the year. No surprises there. It's well deserved. Haaland just behind him, but not quite on his level just yet. Let's take a look at the next competition. Over in Italy, again, just no upsets. Juventus winning. I mean, Football Manager, you're playing it safe here with your predictions, but I'm not going to complain because it is what I would probably predict too. It's good to see them back on top. I don't know if it's good to see them back on top actually, but they are back on top. And the player of the year for this competition is going to be, oh my gosh, there's so many. Why is there so many awards? Best player of the season, it's Romelu Lukaku. Coming in second place and with his team, not even in the top goal scorer race, but he's the player of the year. Makes perfect sense to me, boys and girls. Got a couple of teams relegated in there, of course, and I think you have familiar faces in European football, but Sampdoria overperforming just a wee bit, I guess, but not too surprising. They've got some decent players in there. You know, your Ilicic, also got Muriel, some very pacey players in FIFA. We finally have an upset, and oh my goodness, what an upset. It is Real Sociedad winning the La Liga. I mean, if there was going to be a year to create an upset, it would be this year. But they've managed to do it in the most dramatic fashion, winning the last game of the season and finishing on top of Real Madrid by 1 point. And that was evens. They thought it was secured. They thought it was a guaranteed prediction. But no, Real Sociedad have done it. And I want to know how they have done it. So, going back to the second to last game week of the season, was Real Madrid up top? Or did they drop points? No, Real Sociedad dropped points. So Real Madrid must have had some sort of a poor run of form at some point in there near the end of the year. No, they smashed it near the end of the year. Oh my goodness. Real Sociedad, take a bow. You have done brilliantly to stay on top. Let's take a look at this past positions thingamajiggy. So we've got Real Sociedad in there. And it is Real Madrid who was dominating all year, but then somehow got knocked down, and they just did enough to stay on top. Hats off to you, Real Sociedad. You've got Marino up as the top goal scorer, Pedri with the top assister, tied with a couple other players, and your player of the year is going to be, gosh, why is there so many awards? Come on, like player of the year. Here we go. It's Eden Hazard with a Real Sociedad player, Michael Oyarzabal in third place. So clearly they didn't have a star performer, just played well as a team, did enough, got across the line, and won the La Liga. But we are straight back to realism. Manchester City have won the Premier League by quite a distance, boys and girls. 96 points. Manchester United, Liverpool and Arsenal finishing the Champions League teams. Tottenham and Chelsea getting European football as well. Not too bad for them. Burnley did fall off the pace, and we have ended up seeing Brentford, Norwich and Crystal Palace getting relegated, with Watford staying above the drop, which is, I'd say, a pretty realistic prediction for the entire year. The only thing, I'd say maybe Arsenal and Tottenham probably lower, Chelsea a bit higher. It's a good competition nonetheless. And you've got Mohamed Salah being the top goal scorer once again, De Bruyne being the top assister once again, and your player of the year is going, I might actually deep dive a wee bit more into this one because I really care. It is Mohamed Salah winning the player of the year. You've also got him winning the players player of the year. The young player of the year goes to Sancho. Great to see him having a good first year. You've got Pep Guardiola, of course, winning manager of the year. And in terms of team of the year, this is team of the week, my bad. Team of the year, got Cristiano Ronaldo. How good did he do? He wasn't even in top goal scorer thingamajiggy. Oh my gosh, I've clicked on a player and it's taken ages again. Is this me? No. It's sorted out anyway. 16 goals and 7 assists. That is actually pretty good. Gabriel Jesus, Sterling, Silva, De Bruyne, Salah, Wan-Bissaka, Diaz, Laporte, Mendy, and Edison. Is that the new signing Mendy? It is the new signing Mendy. Good to see him coming away with a great first season for them. Ivan Toney maybe feels a little bit hard done by not being in that team of the year and being relegated. He's got to be looking for a transfer. He is wanted by some seriously good football club, so I don't think he'll be continuing his contract with Brentford for too much longer. Now we're going to go over and take a look at a couple more obscure leagues. I might just go down the list, to be honest, starting with the Eredivisie. What has happened in this competition? We have gotten a winner of Ajax with Feyenoord, PSV, and Vitesse getting European football. Good to see that happening. Russian Super League. Oh my gosh, why is there so many relegation playoffs? Zenit have managed to win it with CAK and Moscow. Rubin, I don't even know who Rubin is, but they've managed to come away with a Champions League place. And they're just too hard to say. But Zenit's won it, that's the important thing. Belgium Pro League, why? Why are there always serious competitions that have relegation things? I mean, it's cool, but I don't need to see it. Club Brugge have managed to win. Anderlecht, not quite up the top, but I think there's still games being played in this competition, if I'm not incorrect. No, we've got Genk playing, I don't know what it's for. Maybe it's for like Europa League position. I have no clue. Austrians really our next league. I don't think I've loaded that, boys and girls. Yeah, no, I have not loaded that, but Salzburg won. In Scotland, is it going to be Rangers again? It is Rangers. And Celtic are in 4th. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Celtic fans. Turkish Super League. The Super League, it is Galatasaray winning it with Besiktas just behind them. Not too far away on points and a very tight competition in the end. Well, actually, it's not that tight. It's like 7 points. I don't know why I'm making it out to be super tight, boys and girls. Can we take a look at some more competitions? Going down the list, I'm trying to think who I've actually loaded up in here. Sky Bet Championship. Let's take a look at the Premier League promoted sides. I mean, we don't have all of them just yet, but it is Fulham, West Brom, and either Sheffield United or Stoke City, one or the other. So let's move down the English divisions. We've also got Sheffield Wednesday going up to the Division 2, and Sunderland and Ipswich going up with them. Interesting to see Sunderland finally back into the Sky Bet Championship, and at the bottom division, well, not the bottom division, but the bottom division I've loaded. It is Barrow, Leyton Orient, and some other teams potentially going up. Where's Salford? I love Salford, by the way. Did they go up to League One? Did they go up to League One? Where are they? Where's Salford? Have I completely missed Salford? No, this video has now become very, very important to me. Just about Salford, because Salford's important to me. Where is Salford? Salford get relegated? Nah, I'm checking this off camera. Sorry, boys and girls, a bit of a tangent there. Salford are there, kind of just, camouflaging in Sky Bet League 2. Didn't come anywhere near getting promoted, but, now we've got some stats on Salford too. What else are we going over? Let's go Hyundai A-League. I love a bit of A-League. I'm from New Zealand, so this is my competition. Let's take a look at who has managed to win it. Oh my gosh. So you're telling me it's not even called the A-League. This is, again, just all stuff that should be, kind of just not putting it. It's Austrian FA Cup. Yeah, that's really what I'm going for, isn't it? Let's go Australia and then A-League. Come on, give me League. A-League, there we go. Isuzu A-League. It is, in terms of the league table, MacArthur winning it. Wow. And we don't see Sturridge getting the top goal scorer. That's surprising. He had just got transferred. Wellington Phoenix, my team, unfortunately not doing very well. But Gary Hooper near the top goal scorer. That's good. I'm now going to search things off camera. Apologies, boys and girls. As promised, we're looking at the Chinese Super League. I mean, they're not, done, but this is what's happening at the moment. Again, the MLS, not done, but, this is what's happening at the moment. What's up with all these competitions not ending at the same time? It's not very convenient. I don't know why I just pressed that button. And in Ireland, I believe this is the last division I actually put in. I don't really know why I put it in, but Ireland have managed to get the winners as Bohemians. I have no idea. This means nothing to me, boys and girls. But if you're an Irish fan, there you go. Now, what we want to see is the Champions League winner. And I'm not even searching it because it's going to come up. Let's find out who was in the final. I forgot there was like 2 other European competitions. So we're starting with the Euro Cup 2. It is Roma that have managed to win it, with Tottenham going through to the final as well. A bit of a road to the final for Roma, and definitely not some easy teams. Anderlecht in there. Oh no, that's not Anderlecht. That Malmo, Moscow, Bayern, and then Tottenham to win the entire thing. This is a pretty good performance by then. Moving up to the Europa League, we have got the winners being Napoli. Interesting to see how they have done that. Going to the second knockout stage, we can see that they have managed to beat Olympique Lyon, then Wolfsburg, No, that's Olympic Lyon. I'm terrible at tracking this, aren't I? Monaco and Eintracht Frankfurt. I think that Atletico Madrid are in it, and they were knocked out by Leicester, who went all the way to the semi-final. So very interesting to see how that team has managed to progress. Unfortunately for West Ham, managed to get knocked out against RB Leipzig. Leicester really dominated against some good sides there. I wonder what would have happened if they made it all the way to the final, but unfortunately, we'll never know. Now we need to find out what's happening in the Champions League. This time I swear I'm not teasing it anymore. The final is between Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Not the Premier League winners, but potentially back-to-back Champions League winners. But Bayern Munich, they are actually the Bundesliga winners, so they could come away with a win. Going through the first round, Inter have been knocked out by Man U. Milan have knocked out Sporting. Porto knock out Real Madrid. Oh my goodness. Bayern Munich unfortunately have to verse Liverpool and they get knocked out. Dortmund get knocked out 7-0 by Chelsea. Oh my goodness. Barcelona out by Dynamo Kiev. Wow. PSG knockout Ajax. Man City out in the first knockout stage against Juventus. Now that is an unlucky draw, but I would like to think that the Man City boys would have a wee bit more heart, a wee bit more desire than that. Manchester United then knock out Milan. Porto get knocked out by Bayern. Chelsea knock out Dynamo Kiev. They'll be so happy with that draw. And PSG get knocked out by Juventus. Very juicy Champions League so far. Manchester United in their first semi-final for a very long time get knocked out by Bayern 5-0. And Chelsea managed to beat Juventus on penalties to go to the Champions League final. And now I want to know what happened in that semi-final. Was it juicy? Did it go to the last second? It went to extra time and Werner scored, but then Reece James scored an own goal. And we went to penalties and Chelsea managed to win it. But now we're simulating that Champions League final. Let's find out who is the champions of Europe. It is back-to-back for Chelsea. Timo Werner scoring the winning goal off the bench. What a substitution. And it is the Bayern Munich fans going home very disappointed after having 8 shots to 3. And Chelsea are lifting the Champions League title once again. Who is the player of the year for that? It is the goalkeeper of the year is Mendy. Good to know. Forward of the year is Haaland. Great to see him getting some serious recognition against Lewandowski, who we couldn't beat in the competition. He's in the Bundesliga, that's right. Kante, the best midfielder. The best defender is Diaz. And what about the best player? There's no best player. Okay, no best team. No, okay, yeah, we'll go with it. The Golden Boot goes to Haaland, and the end of the competition ends with the European champions being Chelsea. What an end to the season! What a English into the season, to be honest. It's been a bit dominant with a couple of great performances in other leagues, but I mean Tottenham, if they had won that, it might have been a bit more English heavy dominant. But I think that was a pretty realistic simulation from Football Manager. I think they've made some good predictions there. Now you guys can go out and take your bets, make predictions with your mates, see what you can get right based off this video. You got all the data, you got all of the stats, and just end it on the Premier League so that you can deep dive into it a wee bit more. Let's go into player stats just in case you want to actually have a look at who's the top for each of them. I mean, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will leave it on that thingamajiggy for you so that you can actually have a look if you want to. If it will actually pull up. Come on, Football Manager. This can't just be my laptop. This has got to be a thing in the game. There we go. It is a couple of great players winning some awards. Oh, Chris Wood from New Zealand. Love having him up in the top goal scorer race. But that is where this video is ending. If you guys have enjoyed it, please subscribe to the Raxel FM YouTube channel. Every single one of you that does means the world to me. You don't even have to watch the content. Just getting to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year would be an absolute dream of mine. So please give me a huge favour by doing that. And if you've gotten to the end of the video, you can't hate me that much. Make sure to like this video if you have enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comment section below what you want me to simulate next. I think I'm going to do another one with the World Cup using this exact same save. Any other? Oh yeah, click the beta save. The iCard's probably already come up. Liverpool, good stuff going on there. That's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, I didn't do the FA Cup. I didn't do the cups. Nah, I'm sorry. Sorry. Nah, I feel bad. I'll do it really quick. How do I check it? Do I just have to search for the specific cups, or can I go to Germany? Let's just do this. Aston Villa won the FA Cup. I've just wrapped up the entire video. Half of you have probably clicked off, But Aston Villa have won the FA Cup. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go from 5th round. This is going to be a long video now, and I'm going to have to say goodbyes all over again. Chelsea and Leeds in the semi-final, Liverpool and Aston Villa go all the way. And they managed to win the thing. Oh my goodness. And they've won in the 88th minute with Danny Ings. What an end to the year for them. Oh my goodness. Aston Villa, they'll be chuffed with that. Okay, would that take me? It does take me to the Carabao Cup. Oh, that was genius. I was very proud of that, boys and girls. Arsenal winning it. Smith Rowe getting the goal to equalise and then winning on penalties against Manchester City. Okay, now we're going to Germany. If I press Germany, do you reckon it will just come up with the cup competition? Surely. No, it doesn't. Well, that's not helpful at all. I have no idea what the German competition's called. This is really not helpful. Is there a way? This is very much things I should be doing off camera. Let's go. Leagues in focus. No. Around the world. No. Europe. Okay. Can I go? Oh, wait. Hold on. I've got a plan. Again, probably should be done off camera. But I'm pretty sure there's like a cup competition ranking. There we go. Here we go. We can find out now. Spanish Cup. The winners are. Okay, I've just clicked on it. Real Madrid doing the double. Love to see it for them. Germany. The winners are. Oh, it's Real Betis that they beat. Oh goodness. I mean, Real Sociedad. Oh no, there's Betis. My bad. Don't ignore that. Winner for the Germany one is Borussia Dortmund knocking out Bayern somewhere along the line, and RB Leipzig managed to lose in the final. In terms of the Portuguese Cup, it is Sporting winning it. Porto getting 2nd place. Nowhere to be seen for Benfica, the top. They won the league. I'm pretty sure they did. Italian Cup, it is Inter winning it. To not get the Serie A win once again would be a wee bit disappointing, but they'll be happy that they ended up winning this cup against Roma. And last but not least, to end the video, the French Cup, it is PSG. That's I think that's a poetic and fine way to end this video. Make sure you do like this video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the Rex FM YouTube channel. Don't miss any of the content that's coming out, and I will see you all later.